Hello, it's Rashida, and I've got a Project Life process video for you today. I'm using these We Are Memory Keepers page protectors, and I'm just trying to show you the orientation of the page protector itself. So as you can see, I'm going to have to fill in a couple of slots on the side, which are size 2 by 4. But anyway, right now I have pulled out the MISTI tool, and I'm going to attempt to stamp on this photo that I printed. And it's not going to turn out how I had planned, but I left this in so you could see the issue that I had. So I've got my photo down, I have my stamp position, and I have the two magnets on the photo. So I'm inking up my stamp. So I stamped once, and as you can see, the photo moved. So what I came to realize, as I understand it in talking with friends that have the MISTI tool, is that I need more of the magnets, or I need the larger magnet that the MISTI tool has. So as you can see, it was blurry. So I had to reprint my photo, and I'm using my Epson PictureMate PM400. So I reprinted the photo. I'm going to restamp like I normally would if I didn't have the MISTI. So I'm using a Stampin' Up! Inking or stamping pad. Sorry, I think it's called a stamp pad. And I used a different ink. So instead of the Hero Arts Hero Hues ink, which is my favorite ink, I switched to a different ink. And the ink that I used was by Prima. And it seems like I needed a more concentrated ink pad. My Hero Arts Hero Hues ink is a little bit dry because I've had it for several years now. So that may have also been the issue as well. So I'm going to adhere this. What is this? A wood veneer, yes. And I'm using the Martha Stewart glue pen. I pulled out one of my sticky thumb glue pens, but that was dried up. So it seems like a lot of things weren't working to bring this process video together. I got adhesive on my mat, and I wanted to get that off because I didn't want to get it on my page protector and on my photos, etc., etc. So nevertheless, I persisted. And so yeah, these are my embellishments that I'm using. I try to pull a sticker sheet each time I do a Project Life spread because I have several of these, and to me it's so hard to use up an entire sheet, unless you're doing multiple pages at a time. So it does have alphas, and which is great. I'm going to end up using some alphas. And I just went through the sheet just picking little stickers here and there just to put on the photos. And this layout is documenting Mother's Day weekend. So my mom and I went out to dinner, so I just wanted to document that. In my previous video, I showed you that I was going to use this We Are Memory Keepers die storage system to start storing my dies for Project Life. So this is encouraging me to use my dies a lot more. So this is it's like a banner. Well, I'm going to use it like a banner or like a label on my photo. And I think this may be from, the die itself may be from Studio Calico. But anyway, I'm using this Chamel paper, and I'm just going to die cut the banner from that. And that Chamel paper, it has, well, it's kind of like a dot pattern or a grid pattern, so you can easily write on it or you can journal on it as well. And it does have stars in the background, but they're kind of like neutral stars, so they don't take up too much space from your journaling. And I'm actually going to use my typewriter. So I've got my journaling all on there from using my typewriter. And to get it to use it on my typewriter or use my typewriter on this, I just adhered it with some like temporary adhesive onto a sheet of paper and just ran it through my typewriter. And I'm using these puffy stickers by LA Studio, and that one says the story of today. And of course I had to have a couple of food photos. So that one there is a picture of the baked chicken that my mom had, and then I had crab cakes, which is the photo on the right. And I'm just going to do some more stamping. This is an old Ellie Studio stamp. I'm not even sure if she still has this one anymore, but it's great to stamp on your photos because it says snapshot details. And so yeah, so now I have this Studio Calico Mega stamp, and this is a different one from the Mega Date Roller stamp, so that's what I'm showing you there. So if you like these Mega stamps, make sure you pick up this one that has it has like little icons, like the utensil icons, and you can actually stamp the time. So that's what I'm doing here now, and I'm going to stamp directly on the photo. So there we go. And it was 5:06 p.m. so I'll probably go back and add the p.m. next to the time because that'll probably not work my nerves, but it just looks like something is missing, so I'll probably go back and add p.m. to that. And just using more of these puffy stickers. And I am going to use my tiny attacher just to add a little bit of dimension to that Good Stuff puffy sticker. And basically, like I said, I'm trying to use as many of these stickers as I can. This sticker sheet is from Studio Calico, and it's from one of their older collections called Atlantic. And several months ago, I think maybe they found some of these stickers in their stock or whatever, but I think it was part of their last call sale or something, so I just picked up one. So now I'm using some fabric, and what I want to do, this is fabric from Joann's, like the store. So what I want to do is just add a pattern on this photo to keep it like visually separate from the photo next to it. And so I've just cut a piece of the fabric. I'm using my rotary cutter, and you really want to be careful with these rotary cutters because they cut like butter. So, you know, if you're not careful, you could definitely have an injury. So, but I like it. It does. This is by Fiskars, I think. It's a Fiskars rotary cutter. I like it because it does have that retractable mechanism that covers the blade. So as you can see, I got more adhesive on my mat, and I'm just using my regular adhesive runner. I think this is a permanent runner instead of the dot runner, but I still feel like I needed like maybe a stronger adhesive for this fabric because I ended up having to go back and adding more adhesive to it. So I probably just didn't add enough to begin with, but I just wanted to make sure I got it positioned correctly on the photo. So I'm just looking for something to add to that circular sticker with the stripes, the black and white stripes. So I'm really looking for a flare button, and I pulled out these, and these weren't the size that I wanted. Feed Your Craft, Elise, that's her name, she's the owner of the company Feed Your Craft. She makes these smaller flare buttons that you see here, and so that's what I was looking for. So it took me some time to actually find those, and I'm just getting that down. And these are great flare buttons because they can easily go inside the pocket or on the outside, and this time I chose to place it on the inside pocket. So now I'm going to use the letter stickers and just spell out crab cakes and just place it directly on the photo. I like the color of these letter stickers because, I mean, it's a neutral gray color, and I like the outline. So it's really, you know, gray and white, and it's fairly neutral compared to all the other things that I have going on the layout. So I did have to fill in those 2x4 pockets on the side, and I just cut up pattern paper and vellum. So that anchor 2x4 pattern paper is from the Planner Society, and that floral vellum I believe may be from AC Moore, which is kind of like Joann's. And the top pattern paper is from that Chamel paper that I die cut earlier. So as you can see, I had a little bit of trouble with this fabric, and I could have used pattern paper. I've seen people do that, but because I have so much fabric and I just really like fabric these days, so I wanted to use fabric. So this is pretty much it, I think. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. So yeah, it took me some time to get that fabric straightened out because it was driving me crazy. Like the top portion was bending, and so I wanted it to be straight. So yeah, that's it. My approach for Project Life for this year has been just kind of event based. So I may do other spreads here and there, but you know, I just kind of do it as I see fit. So yeah, that is it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for spending time with me today. Bye bye.